Hi, I'm Joe, and for this episode of Rookie Review, we'll be reviewing one of the best movies of 2018, the criminally overlooked American Animals. Over the past few years, the heist movie has had a renaissance in Hollywood, with big budget, high concept movies trying to garner cool points by proudly claiming themselves to be heist movies. From Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to Lucasfilm's valiant and brilliant Solo, and of course Edgar Wright's Baby Driver, all getting in on the action. And though American Animals doesn't have the overly elaborate concept, the otherworldly setting, or the big bucks to spend like Marvel or Star Wars, American Animals is without doubt one of the best heist movies I've ever seen, and for me, the best movie of 2018 so far. Everything about this movie excels, which is even more impressive when you consider how often it pushes the boundaries with regards to telling a cinematic story, with many of the storytelling elements feeling, if not legitimately, being brand new, as it feels as though writer-director Bart Layton is wading into uncharted cinematic territory. The movie depicts a true story of four unassuming college students who attempt to steal some rare and very valuable books from a university, and instead of choosing to either be a movie or a documentary, what you experience is one part movie, one part documentary, and one part dramatic reconstruction. This constant changing of the medium and storytelling method allows the movie to remain fresh and engaging from start to finish. As the moment it feels as though the pace of the movie is slowing, your attention is recaptured when one of the real-life thieves appears on screen. When the interviews start feeling a bit too heavy and depressing, the movie switches back to the brilliant cast of actors who are either in the midst of a tense scene, hilarious banter, or even breaking the fourth wall. This method allows American Animals to take the best parts of cinema and documentaries without falling into the traps and roadblocks of each medium. But it doesn't end there, as arguably the most groundbreaking aspect of this movie is how it plays with the concept of an unreliable narrator. Human memory is subjective, and is open to false interpretation as well as mistakes. When one of the robbers has a conflicting view as to where a conversation took place or how a random accomplice's appearance looked, the movie alters and changes what you're seeing to match up with the conflicting testimonies. This is visually stimulating to see play out in front of you, and blends into the theme of how reliable are these men, especially one in particular. The most interesting thief who anchors the entire plot is one Warren Lipka, who in the interviews alone you can tell is quite the eccentric character. Lipka is played in the narrative by Evan Peters, a young actor who I greatly admire. So far, Peters' career can be summarised with scene-stealing performances in American Horror Story and the latest X-Men movies, but it's smaller, more intimate and dramatic outings like American Animals where his charm and charisma shine through, and he proves himself to be an absolute standout performer. But as Lipka is a guy who has made some very bad and questionable choices in his life, this allows Evans to play a deeply troubled and tormented young man who is disenchanted, disinterested, and disillusioned with the modern world around him and limited offerings it has for him and his generation. Evans is both likeable and detestable, eccentric and enigmatic, while also depressed and disenfranchised, and ultimately gives a multi-layered, deep and complex performance that will speak to many. But the cast as a whole is brilliant. You feel the camaraderie when things are going well, but also fully aware of the fractured friendships that are skating on thin ice, especially when starts hitting the fan. Though the heist took place well over 10 years ago, the principal cast accurately depict a youth that can still be found today. An on-demand youth that would rather steal and hurt to get what they want out of life, like a bird of prey, instead of actually working hard towards achieving something. However, the movie also seems to have something to say about the preservation and treatment of art, as the MacGuffin of the movie to steal is a book of illustrations of birds. The book is deemed incredibly valuable and a piece of art. However, like a precious bird, it's locked away in a gilded cage. It can't be touched or viewed properly, and to even be within its presence you have to book an appointment. How can a piece of art that can't be viewed or enjoyed properly be worth so much money when really it has no true worth by being locked away? The inclusion of interviews with the real men who attempted the heist gives American Animals a sense of legitimacy over any other heist movie, and the fact that they interact with their Hollywood selves is unique and humorous, which is a perfect description for the entire movie. As though this is ultimately a cautionary tale, humour can be found from start to finish, once again mainly relying on Peter's unhinged Lipka. Any good heist movie prides itself on the actual heist itself being the standout piece, and American Animals is no exception. But even when it comes to the focal point of the movie, it can't help itself by playing with expectation and false starts. But once the heist does kick in, roadblock after roadblock will have you gnawing at your fingernails down to the bone out of disbelief that so many things could go wrong out of such a meticulously planned heist. This tension is aided with an incredible musical score that really helps to set the slow, tense, deliberate pace. Any moments of disbelief in the narrative, that it feels too far-fetched or unbelievable, can also be defended with the fact that this is a true story, and because of the interviews with the real robbers, it's arguably the most accurate heist movie in the history of cinema. But as mentioned previously, the movie's focus on the idea of the unreliable narrator may have you questioning, how much of this did actually take place? Once the heist does take place, the movie doesn't rush to its finale, but rather takes a slow and methodical approach to show the self-destructive aftermath of living with a guilty conscience, which allows all 4 actors to give brilliantly nuanced performances. There's literally nothing to dislike about this movie, from its cool soundtrack to actually having something important and ethical to say, without said message getting in the way of the more entertaining and humorous aspects of the movie. Bart Layton truly has something rare on his hands. A flawless movie. So I've gushed far too long, so let's get to the point. For the first time in Rookie Review history, I give American Animals 5, that's right, 5 Rookie Reels out of 5. Well, that was our review. What did you think? Do you agree with our high praise? Do you think we've been too generous? And if you haven't seen the movie yet, have we piqued your interest? Make sure to like, share and subscribe, as well as check out our other movie reviews of the best and worst of 2018. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye now. How's that look?
Good.
Good, she's fucking good, she meant.
Snatch and grab.
Snatch and grab, y'all! Snatch and grab! Hi, I'm Joe, and for this episode of...
You haven't changed your shirt.
Brilliant. No, there's a reason why you were about it. So far, Peter's career can be summarised with steam. Loves the steam train.
Steal it in.
Steal it in. Your attention is recaptured when one of the real world. Your attention is recaptured when one of the real life thieves appears on. This constant changing of the medium and storytelling methods, with many of the storytelling.
Yes, Commissioner.
Yeah, the man,
I got to see it on the screen.
You can see in reality. Stop living through a screen, everyone, but watch my YouTube channel. Liked what you saw and have an interest for travel and adventure? Check out our other YouTube channel, Roman Rookies, as we travel across 14 countries in an 11-month whirlwind of fun and excitement. Just click here or the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.